Over the weekend, Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney released a video in which he talked about the concept of forward guidance. This is something that he used a fair bit when he was a central banker. And it's the sort of thing that a lot of financial advisors and portfolio managers use when they give advice to retail clients. What you're trying to do is the Prime Minister is working as a motivator, but also as a person who is explaining the strategy in order to provide some certitude, some clarity, and hopefully some comfort to people who are trying to figure out what's going on. So I can't help but note that the letters PM, Prime Minister, and PM, Portfolio Manager, are not only identical, but also that the roles are quite similar. Both have a job, have a mandate to bring people along and to get people thinking a certain way, hopefully towards having more positive outcomes. I feel so strongly that in my recent book, Bullshift, I actually had a whole chapter talking about the similarity between what governments do and what financial advisors do, and what portfolio managers in particular do. They're trying to get people to act in a certain way, and a lot of it is optimism bias that can be hopefully positive, but possibly dangerous as well. People simply do better. We get better outcomes when we have people that are feeling good about themselves and about the broader world, the economy, their jobs, and capital markets. This is not too surprising. It's just human nature, but we need to be mindful of the bias that might be played to here if we aren't careful. So again, to be clear, my concern is that optimism bias can be harmful, but I actually believe that being optimistic can be a very good thing. And a lot of people, ironically, are suggesting that I've been pessimistic over the past little while. I don't think that's true at all. I think I'm fairly optimistic in general. And I, like any other portfolio manager, want people to understand the world we're in, the context, what it all means, and more importantly, the path forward. What should we do as a result? So I cannot help but notice that the Prime Minister also this week talked about how we would have a $1 trillion or more investment summit coming up in September, where the world's largest pension plans and portfolio managers, sovereign wealth funds would be coming to Canada because Canada is, according to Carney, a great place to invest, a reliable partner for doing business. And I cannot help but notice that when we talk about the world in general and the geopolitical uncertainty that the world is facing and what that means for capital markets, there's again a similarity between what financial advisors, specifically portfolio managers, are doing and what the Prime Minister is doing. I think the world needs to understand that there's a certain synergy here, that there's a certain amount of coming together of what's going on in politics and what's going on in capital markets. And if we can look at things in a more holistic, comprehensive way, then maybe we can make better wealth decisions. The similarities are now hard to miss, and I wanted to make sure that you had realized them as well. If you're worried about the current investment climate in your money, go to my website to book a call for personalized advice to assist you in feeling secure and protected about your retirement.